sore throat, bacteria, immune reaction, heart damage. How are all this connected? Why does your own body start attacking your heart valves? In this video, you will understand rheumatic heart disease pathology in the simplest way, including Pancarditis, Aschoff bodies, and mitral stenosis in just minutes. Who all have visited first time on the channel, please do subscribe and watch. We'll see what is rheumatic heart disease. Here, rheumatic heart disease is a chronic one. It's a chronic damage to heart valves. Valve is nothing but which controls the flow, and it is caused by repeated episodes of rheumatic fever. Here, it is a sequela of this one, untreated throat infection, that is caused by Group A Streptococcus. It is caused by Group A Streptococcus. Here we'll see the cause for this. Infection by Group A beta hemolytic streptococcus usually follows pharyngitis, that is sore throat. Here we can see that inflammation or infection of this one pharynx, and it is commonly we can see in children, that is between 5 to 15 years. And then most important thing is pathogenesis. Here it's a very important. This is an autoimmune reaction, and then we'll see step by step. Here, streptococcal infection that activates immune system, and then antibodies formed against bacteria. And then here, these antibodies cross-react with heart tissues. That cross-react, that is nothing but a molecular mimicry. It is called molecular mimicry. And then this leads to inflammation of endocardium, myocardium, and then pericardium, Pancarditis. These are the layers of heart. Next we'll see pathological changes here. Here first of all, acute rheumatic fever. Acute one. Here we'll see about Pancarditis. What happens here? Here all three layers affected. First, endocardium, that is small vegetations along valve closure lines. We can see small vegetations along with valve. And then comes to the myocardium. Here presence of Aschoff bodies, that is microscopic nodules we can see here. And then next comes to the pericardium. Here fibrinous, that is inflammation. It is like a appearance, that is bread and butter. And then Aschoff body. Here this one structure is central fibrinoid necrosis, dead cells, and then surrounded by immune cells. Here antisco cells, that is caterpillar nucleus appearance we can see on this Aschoff body. Next, chronic rheumatic heart disease. Here it is a long-term damage, mainly affects valves. And then most commonly affected is mitral valve. It's a most common one. And then aortic valve. And then also valve changes here. Leaflet thickening. Here heart valve becomes stiff and thick. And then fibrosis. Here fat accumulation we can see. After that calcification. Here calcium deposition and then salt deposition we can see. And then commissural fusion. Here heart edges is going to join. And then classic appearance, we can see total appearances fish mouth or buttonhole stenosis we can see at last. And the next, hemodynamic effects. Here due to valve damage, mitral stenosis, in that left atrial enlargement we can see, and then pulmonary hypertension, and then right heart failure we can see, that is in the mitral stenosis. And then next comes to mitral regurgitation. This is an effect, okay, hemodynamic effect due to the valve damage. Mitral stenosis we can see, and then mitral regurgitation. Here volume overload we can see, and then also heart dilation takes place here. And the next clinical features like fever, that is acute phase, and then joint pain, that is migratory arthritis we can see, and then shortness of breath, palpitations, and then fatigue. These are the main clinical features. Next, we'll see some of the complications here. Heart failure, and then atrial fibrillation, and then thromboembolism, here clot formation, and also a bubble, and then ineffective endocarditis here. These are the complications. And then next we'll see diagnosis here. Here we need to collect history of sore throat, and then evidence of streptococcal infection, and then echo, that is valve damage. Next we'll see prevention. Very important part of this is early treatment of sore throat with antibiotics, and then long-term prophylaxis is needed in rheumatic fever patients. This is all about prevention. And then we'll see summary quickly. Causes streptococcal infection for the rheumatic heart disease. Streptococcal infection is a cause, and then mechanism is autoimmune. Here that is referred as molecular mimicry, and then it is acute. When it is acute, that time it's going to affect pancreatitis, including Aschoff bodies. And then when it comes to the chronic, and then valve fibrosis, that is mitral stenosis we can see, and then appearance like fish mouth, valve, or buttonhole in appearance we can see. And then here, which topic should I explain next in pathology? Comment your request and don't forget to like if this helped you. Thank you for watching.